Welcome to the Lore Lodge. Tonight, we're descending into the world of Grand Theft Auto. Get comfortable, settle in, and close your eyes. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears. The story is waiting for you. Picture this. You are in the back of a taxi cab. Not a new one. The seat beneath you is worn vinyl, cracked in places, cool against your skin. The air inside is thick with the scent of old coffee, cheap air freshener, and the faint, lingering smell of 1,000 strangers' journeys. Outside, the city is a beautiful blur. Rain is falling. Not a storm, just a persistent, gentle drizzle that makes the world soft at the edges. Fat droplets slide sideways across your window, distorting the neon signs of the street into long watercolor streaks of red, blue, and electric yellow. The windscreen wipers keep a steady, hypnotic rhythm. Squeak thump, a counterpoint to the soft hum of the engine and the gentle hiss of tires on wet asphalt. You are not driving. You have no destination in mind. You are simply a passenger, gliding through the veins of a metropolis that never truly sleeps. It breathes around you, a living thing made of concrete, steel, and ambition. This is Liberty City, and its story is the story of a dream. Every great city has a nickname, a shorthand that captures its spirit. The Big Apple, the City of Angels, the Windy City. For the place you are drifting through now, it has many. The worst place in America is one of them. A title worn with a strange, cynical pride by its inhabitants. But its official motto, the one carved into its stone and printed on its seals, is the gateway to freedom. It promises everything. A fresh start, a chance to be someone new, a place where the past can be washed away by the sheer, overwhelming tide of the present. This is the promise of Liberty City. The promise that draws people from all over the world chasing a dream that is famously, intoxicatingly American. To understand this city, you have to understand its geography, its bones. It is a sprawling archipelago, a collection of islands clustered around the mouth of the Humboldt River, a place defined by water and the bridges that span it. It is, of course, a loving, satirical recreation of New York City, a parallel universe version that feels both familiar and fundamentally different. It's New York seen through a funhouse mirror. The landmarks are there, but their names are twisted. The attitude is there, but amplified to a deafening roar. Let's start our journey in the beating heart of it all, the island of Algonquin. This is Manhattan. No question about it. It is the center of finance, culture, and crushing urban density. The engine room of the entire region. The air here feels different. It feels expensive. It crackles with an energy you can almost taste, like static before a lightning strike. Imagine you've paid your taxi driver. You step out onto the pavement in the middle of Star Junction. The rain has eased to a fine mist that hangs in the air, making the light from the colossal digital billboards bloom and soften. This is the city's version of Times Square, a canyon of light and noise. Screens dozens of stories high wrap around the buildings, playing silent, looping advertisements for ludicrous products. Cluckin' Bell Chicken, Sprunk Soda, the latest action movie from the Vinewood Dream Factory. The light from these screens is so bright that it turns night into a strange artificial twilight. It paints the wet streets in shifting colors. A crowd of pedestrians flows around you, a river of bodies all moving with purpose. Tourists stop and stare upwards, their faces bathed in the glow of 100 million pixels. Businessmen in sharp suits stride past, phones pressed to their ears. Street performers in bizarre costumes try to catch your eye. You can feel the vibration of the city through the soles of your shoes. A low, constant hum. The rumble of the subway running deep beneath your feet. The distant, ever-present wail of a siren. The chorus of car horns. The cacophony of a dozen different languages being spoken at once. It is overwhelming. It is exhilarating. Let's walk south from the sensory overload of Star Junction. As you move through the grid of streets, the character of Algonquin begins to change. The tourist traps give way to the towering skyscrapers of the Exchange, the city's financial district. This is where fortunes are made and lost in the blink of an eye. The buildings here are monuments to commerce. They block out the sky. Their mirrored windows reflect a distorted, stretched version of the world below. The people here move differently, faster, more focused. Their faces are set with determination. They are the masters of this universe, or at least they play the part well. You can smell the rich aroma of roasted coffee from cafes on every corner, mingling with the clean, almost sterile scent of money itself. At the southern tip of the island stands the Rotterdam Tower, a giant, imposing structure that serves as the city's answer to the Empire State Building. From its observation deck, you can see the entire metropolis laid out before you, a breathtaking panorama of concrete and light. The other boroughs stretch out into the haze. The bridges that connect them look like delicate threads of steel from this height. It's from up here that you can truly appreciate the scale of it all. A modern marvel, a testament to human ambition. But Algonquin is not just about commerce and spectacle. It has its quieter corners. Places like Middle Park, a vast rectangle of green carved out of the heart of the concrete jungle. Stepping into the park is like entering another world. The roar of the city softens to a distant murmur. The air smells of damp earth and grass instead of exhaust fumes. Here, people slow down. They jog along winding paths. They sit on benches and read. They lie on the grass and stare up at the sliver of sky visible between the tops of the skyscrapers that line the park's perimeter. You can feel the soft, yielding ground under your feet, a welcome change from the ungiving pavement. The leaves on the trees rustle in the gentle breeze that funnels between the buildings. It's an oasis, a reminder that even in the most man-made of environments, nature finds a way to hold on. Now, let's leave the gleaming towers of Algonquin behind. We'll take a trip across one of the city's iconic bridges, the Broker Bridge. Its immense stone pylons and sweeping steel cables are a landmark in their own right. As you cross it, you feel a sense of transition. You are leaving the center of power and entering the city's soul. You are heading to Broker. Broker is Liberty City's version of Brooklyn. It has a different energy entirely. It's less frantic, more grounded. The buildings are lower, mostly brick and brownstone. The streets are wider, lined with trees. There's a sense of history here that feels older and more lived in than the hyper-modern gloss of Algonquin. Imagine you are walking through a neighborhood like Hove Beach. This is the city's Little Russia. The signs on the shops are in Cyrillic. The smell of cabbage and hearty stews drifts from open doorways. You can hear the gruff, musical sound of the Russian language being spoken all around you. Old men sit outside cafes, playing chess and arguing about politics in their homeland. It's a community that has carved out a piece of the old country in the heart of this new world. This is where one of Liberty City's most famous stories begins. A man named Nico Bellic arrived here on a rusty cargo ship called the Platypus. He came from Eastern Europe, a soldier from a brutal war, chasing the promises made by his cousin, Roman. Promises of mansions, sports cars, and easy living. The American dream, gift wrapped and waiting for him. Of course, it was all a lie. Roman's mansion was a tiny, cockroach-infested flat in Hove Beach. His sports cars were a fleet of battered taxis for his failing cab depot. This was the reality of the dream for so many. A harsh collision with the pavement. Nico's journey is the story of trying to reconcile the glittering promise of Liberty City with its grimy, violent reality. You can almost see him there, standing on the corner, looking out of place in his drab, foreign clothes, his eyes, older than his years, taking in this strange new world, a world that promised him everything but seemed determined to give him nothing. He is the quintessential Liberty City protagonist, an outsider, a survivor, a man trying to escape his past in a city that has a dangerous memory. Broker isn't just about gritty immigrant stories, though. It has its own attractions. There's the amusement park at Firefly Island, a faded, salt-sprayed version of Coney Island. Even when it's closed for the season, you can still feel the ghosts of summer here. The faint, sweet smell of candy floss on the sea breeze, the lonely creak of the Liberty Eye, the giant Ferris wheel as it sways gently in the wind, the faded paint on the roller coaster, peeling under the relentless sun and salty air. You can walk along the boardwalk, the weathered wooden planks groaning softly under your feet. You look out at the gray, choppy waters of the Atlantic. It's a melancholy place, full of a quiet, forgotten charm. It's a place for reflection, a place to think about how quickly joy can fade, leaving only memories behind. Let's move north, into the neighboring borough of Dukes. This is the city's Queens, a sprawling, diverse landscape of quiet residential streets and bustling industrial zones. If Broker is the city's soul, Dukes is its backbone. It's where ordinary people live. The houses are modest, the lawns are neat. It's a world away from the penthouse suites of Algonquin. One of the key landmarks here is the Meadows Park, a huge expanse of public land that houses the Monoglobe, a massive, skeletal steel globe left over from a past World's Fair. It's a relic of a more optimistic time. A symbol of global unity that now stands slowly rusting. A playground for pigeons. It's another one of Liberty City's poignant forgotten monuments. A reminder of a future that never quite arrived. Imagine sitting on a bench, looking at this strange, enormous sculpture. The metal groans and whistles as the wind passes through it. It's a lonely sound. You can see families having picnics on the grass nearby, teenagers kicking a football around. Life goes on around these relics of the past. The city is constantly building, constantly changing, but it never completely erases what came before. In Dukes, you'll also find Francis International Airport, the main gateway to the city for those who don't arrive on a rusty cargo ship. Standing near the runways, you experience a different kind of urban soundscape. The deafening, earth-shaking roar of a jumbo jet taking off. It's a sound of departure, of escape. For every person arriving in Liberty City to chase a dream, there's another one leaving, perhaps with that dream fulfilled, or perhaps utterly broken by it. The air here smells of jet fuel, a sharp chemical tang that catches in the back of your throat. It's the scent of travel, of possibilities, of journeys beginning and ending. It's a constant reminder that Liberty City is not a closed system. It is a hub, a crossroads for the entire world. Now, let's cross another bridge, heading to the northernmost part of the city. a borough called Bohan. This is the Bronx, and in the world of Grand Theft Auto, it has a reputation. Bohan is rough. It's the part of the city that has been left behind. The urban decay is more visible here. The buildings are more dilapidated. The streets feel meaner. The elevated subway tracks cast long, dark shadows over the streets below, even on a sunny day. They create a constant, rhythmic clatter as the trains pass overhead. It's a sound that becomes part of the fabric of the neighborhood. The brickwork on the apartment buildings is stained with years of pollution. Graffiti covers almost every available surface. Not the artistic, commissioned murals you might see in Broker, but raw, angry tags and scrawls. Yet there is life here. A vibrant, defiant energy. Music blares from open windows. People gather on street corners, talking and laughing. There's a strong sense of community, born from shared hardship. It's a place that has been neglected by the rest of the city, so its residents have learned to rely on each other. It's tough, but it is also resilient. It's in places like Bohan that the city's criminal underworld truly thrives. The promise of the American dream can curdle here into something much darker. When the legitimate paths to success are blocked, people will find other ways. It's a simple, brutal logic. This is the world of drug deals in abandoned warehouses, of turf wars fought over a few blocks of territory. It's a world that operates by its own set of rules, far from the gleaming boardrooms of Algonquin. For Niko Bellic, Bohan was a step up, a move from his cousin's tiny flat to a slightly less tiny flat, paid for with the proceeds of his early fumbling ventures into the city's criminal landscape. It represented progress of a sort. It was a tangible sign that he was leaving his old life behind and becoming someone new, someone to be feared, perhaps, someone who could survive in the worst place in America. Our final destination is not technically part of Liberty City proper, but it is inextricably linked to it. We must cross the water to the west, to the independent state of Alderney. This is the Games, New Jersey. A land of sprawling suburbs, industrial wastelands, and decaying port towns. Alderney feels like the city's backyard. It's where the things the city doesn't want to look at are kept. The prisons, the oil refineries, the landfills. Imagine standing in the industrial heartland of Actor. The air is thick with chemical smells. Flames burn from the tops of tall smokestacks, casting an orange, flickering light against the clouds. It's a vision of a modern industrial hell. But it's also the place that powers the dream across the river. The glittering lights of Algonquin are fueled by the dirty work done here. The dominant presence in Alderney is the old-school mob, the Italian mafia. They run things here from the back rooms of social clubs and restaurants. They are a dying breed, clinging to traditions of honor and family in a world that has moved on. Their story is one of decline. They are being pushed out by new, more ruthless criminal organizations. They are relics, much like the Monoglobe in Meadows Park. This is where another of Liberty City's tales unfolded, years before Niko Bellic ever set foot in the city. The story of Tony Cipriani, a loyal made man who returned to the city after years in hiding. His journey was about climbing the greasy pole of the Leone crime family, a story of loyalty, betrayal, and the brutal business of organized crime in a city that was rapidly changing. The Liberty City of Tony's time, just a few years before the turn of the millennium, was different. It felt grittier, darker, more analog. There were no smartphones, no internet cafes. The world was bigger, and secrets were easier to keep. The technology was simpler. Pagers were the height of criminal communication. The cars were boxier. The city itself felt more claustrophobic, more oppressive. It was a city on the cusp of a new century, still shaking off the grit of the old one. And even before Tony, there was the silent protagonist, the man known only as Claude. His story in the early 2000s set the template for what a Liberty City narrative could be, a story of betrayal and revenge. Claude was a blank slate, a silent vessel for the player's own ambition. He didn't speak a word. He simply did what needed to be done. He was a force of nature, cutting a bloody swathe through the city's underworld, from the triads of Chinatown to the cartel in their high-security compounds. Claude's Liberty City was a landmark, a fully realized, three-dimensional world that felt alive in a way no game city had before. You could feel the rain on the pavement. You could hear the talk radio hosts spouting nonsense. You could see the distinct character of each district. The red light glow of the red light district. The peaceful, leafy suburbs of Shoreside Vale. The towering, impersonal canyons of Staunton Island. That era's version of Algonquin. Thinking about these different eras, these different protagonists, you start to see the city as the one true main character of the entire saga. The people come and go. They live their violent, dramatic lives, and then they fade away. But the city endures. It absorbs their stories, their blood, their ambition, and it carries on, indifferent. The concrete and steel remain. Let's return to our taxi. The journey is coming to an end. We are back in Algonquin, but this time, it's different. The rain has stopped. The first hint of dawn is starting to soften the eastern sky. The deep purple of night is giving way to a soft gray light. The city is in a rare moment of quiet. The all-night revelers have gone home. The morning commuters have not yet begun their daily invasion. For a brief moment, the streets are almost empty. The great beast is sleeping, or at least resting one of its eyes. In this quiet, you can appreciate the architecture, the sheer verticality of it all. You can see the details you miss in the chaotic rush of the day, the intricate stonework on an old building, the way the streetlights pool on the empty pavement. You can smell the aftermath of the rain, a clean, fresh scent that washes away the grime for a little while. The smell of wet concrete. It's the perfume of the city. You get out of the cab and stand on the sidewalk. You breathe in the cool morning air. The city is yours for a moment. This vast, complicated, beautiful, ugly place. The American dream that Liberty City sells is a complicated thing. For some, it is the pursuit of wealth, the penthouse apartment, the fast car, the designer clothes. For others, it's about power. The ability to command respect or fear in a world that has shown them none. But for many, like Nico Bellic, the dream is simpler. It's about escape, the chance to leave the ghosts of the past behind. The hope that you can become a new person simply by changing your location. But Liberty City doesn't let you escape. It's a pressure cooker. It takes your past, your flaws, your ambitions, and it turns up the heat. It forces you to confront who you are. It asks you a simple question, over and over again. How much are you willing to sacrifice to get what you want? Every car you see gliding down the street contains a story. Every light that flicks on in a high-rise window represents a life. Millions of stories all running in parallel, occasionally intersecting in dramatic, often violent ways. The city is the stage for all of it, a neutral, unblinking observer. The skyline begins to resolve itself as the sun rises. The buildings transform from dark silhouettes into detailed structures of stone and glass. The sky turns from gray to a pale, luminous blue. A new day is beginning. The promise of the city is renewed. The chance to start again. The gateway to freedom opens for business once more. Whether it leads to freedom or just another kind of cage is the question that every single person who comes here must answer for themselves. The story of Liberty City is not written in history books. It is written on the streets, in the lives of the people who walk them. People like Claude and Tony and Nico. People like you. A silent observer, watching the dream unfold in all its glorious, tragic, and absurd detail. Let's zoom back out from the specific stories of these men to the grander story of the city's own identity. It is a place of profound contradictions. It is a city of immense wealth and desperate poverty, often separated by just a single street. You can stand on a corner in the exchange where billions of dollars are traded every hour, and just a short subway ride away, you can be in a neighborhood where people struggle to afford their next meal. It is a city of incredible beauty and startling ugliness. The soaring, elegant lines of a skyscraper at sunset are a sight to behold. The view from the Broker Bridge at night, with the lights of Algonquin twinkling like a fallen constellation, is breathtaking. But the city also has its festering corners, the alleyways piled high with overflowing bins, the derelict industrial sites, slowly being reclaimed by weeds and rust, the polluted water of the Humboldt River, shimmering with a chemical sheen. It is a city of hope and despair. Every person who steps off the boat, or the plane, or the bus, arrives with a spark of hope. The hope for a better life. The city can nurture that spark into a blazing fire, or it can extinguish it with a cold, indifferent efficiency. For every success story, there are 1,000 stories of failure, of dreams that turn to dust. This is the genius of its design, both as a game world and as a piece of satire. It captures the dizzying, complex, and often hypocritical nature of modern urban life. It presents the dream, the glossy advertisement for success, and then it relentlessly shows you the price tag. It reminds you that the foundations of those gleaming towers are built on struggle, compromise, and often on crime. Think about the sound of the city again. Not just the obvious noises, but the subtle ones. The gentle hum of 1,000 air conditioning units, the distant clang of construction work, the sound of the city endlessly rebuilding itself, the flutter of a plastic bag caught on a gust of wind in a subway grate, the quiet conversations of people on a park bench, their words swallowed by the vastness of the space around them. Each borough has its own unique audio signature. The chaotic symphony of Algonquin, the lower, more residential hum of Broker and Dukes, the percussive clatter of the elevated train in Bohan, the industrial drone of Alderney. If you closed your eyes and just listened, you could learn to tell where you are in the city just by the sounds it makes. The city also has a smell, a complex blend of scents that changes from street to street. In Little Italy, it's the rich, comforting smell of garlic and tomatoes. In Chinatown, it's the sharp, exotic scent of spices and roasting duck. Near the docks, it's the salty, briny smell of the sea, mixed with the diesel fumes from the container ships. And everywhere there is the underlying scent of hot asphalt, street food, and the sheer, undeniable smell of millions of people living in close proximity. This incredible sensory detail is what makes the city feel so real. It's what elevates it from a mere backdrop for the action to a character in its own right. A character with a personality, a history, and a mood that can change with the weather. A sunny day in Middle Park feels completely different from a foggy night down by the Alderney docks. The city performs for you. It puts on a show. The different eras of the city we see across the games also reflect the changing anxieties and obsessions of the real world. The Liberty City of the early 2000s was a city grappling with the raw, untamed capitalism of the turn of the millennium. It was a simpler time of payphones and turf wars, a pre-9/11 world, in a sense, even though it was released shortly after. The Liberty City of 2008, the one Nico Bellic discovered, is a very different place. It is a post-9/11 city. It is more cynical, more paranoid. The internet is everywhere, connecting people, but also creating new forms of alienation. The talk radio is full of debates about terrorism and immigration. The police are more militarized. It's a city that has lost some of its innocence. It feels more complex, more morally ambiguous. The lines between good and bad are hopelessly blurred. Nico's story is impossible to imagine in the earlier version of the city. His weariness, his philosophical struggles with violence, his search for meaning beyond survival. These are the concerns of a more modern, more self-aware world. He is a product of his time, and the city he inhabits is a reflection of that time. A place that has seen too much and is now struggling to understand itself. So as you stand on that quiet pre-dawn street in Algonquin, you are not just standing in one city. You are standing in several cities at once. The city of the past, with its ghosts of old mobsters and silent killers. The city of the present, with its digital billboards and its anxieties about the modern world. And the city of the future, constantly being built and torn down around you. It is a place that promises everything and guarantees nothing. It is a monument to the best and worst of human nature. It is a beautiful, terrible, captivating place. It is Liberty City, the worst place in America, and the gateway to a very particular, very volatile kind of freedom. And now, as you stand on the precipice of the modern era, you can feel the city shift again. It sheds its old skin, not through cataclysm or reinvention, but through refinement. It becomes deeper, more detailed. The caricature sharpens into a portrait. The city of the high-definition age is a place of immense texture and mood. You can almost feel the grit of the pavement under your feet, the damp chill that clings to the air near the Humboldt River. This is a Liberty City that breathes with a different rhythm. The sun, when it breaks through the ever-present haze, casts long, dramatic shadows that crawl across the avenues. Rain is no longer just a visual effect. It is a presence. It slicks the roads into mirrors of neon and traffic lights. It drums a gentle, percussive beat on the roof of your car, a sound that is both lonely and comforting. You can almost smell the ozone in the air, the scent of wet concrete and exhaust fumes mingling into the city's unique industrial perfume. The citizens of this place are no longer simple sprites going about their business. They have routines. They carry shopping bags, talk on their phones, huddle under awnings when the sky opens up. They are a constant flowing river of humanity, and you are just one drop within it. Their conversations are snippets of a million different stories, overheard for a moment and then lost to the city's hum. It gives the metropolis a profound sense of scale, a feeling that you are part of something vast and indifferent, yet utterly alive. And the districts feel more distinct than ever before. Algonquin is a canyon of glass and steel, its towers piercing the clouds, its streets a frantic ballet of yellow cabs and black town cars. It feels important. It feels expensive. The air here seems thinner, charged with ambition. But cross the Algonquin Bridge into Broker, and the atmosphere changes instantly. The buildings are lower, made of brick and brownstone. There is a sense of history here, of neighborhoods and communities holding on against the relentless push of the future. You can find quiet moments here, if you look for them. A small park tucked between two old apartment buildings, a pier jutting out into the water, offering a hazy view of the skyline you just left behind. In these pockets of relative peace, you can feel the city's pulse slow down. The distant wail of a siren becomes a part of the ambient music, not a call to alarm. The rumble of the elevated train is a familiar rhythmic sigh. It's in these moments you understand that the city isn't just chaos. It is a complex ecosystem with its own predators, its own prey, and its own places of sanctuary. Liberty City, in its final, most detailed form, becomes a testament to a certain kind of dream. A flawed, cynical, and often brutal dream, but a dream nonetheless. It is the promise that anyone, from anywhere, can arrive on its shores and carve out a piece of it for themselves. The name itself, Liberty, is the city's greatest irony and its most sincere promise. It offers the freedom to succeed, the freedom to fail, and the freedom to become someone entirely new. And so, as you look out across the water from Happiness Island, the iconic statue at your back, you see the city for what it truly is. It is not just a collection of buildings and streets. It is a living chronicle of ambition, a monument to survival. Every lighted window in the twilight is a small story unfolding. Every passing car is a journey. The city is an endless narrative, and you have just been turning a few of its pages. Now, the story quiets down. The city's roar softens to a lullaby. It is time to let the concrete jungle sleep. Take a deep breath and let it go. Leave behind the gray concrete and the biting wind of the city you knew. We are going somewhere new, somewhere warmer, somewhere drenched in color and sunlight. Imagine you are on a plane beginning its descent. Outside the small oval window, you see nothing but a vast expanse of turquoise water sparkling under a brilliant sun. It seems to go on forever. Then you see it. A sliver of land on the horizon. A coastline of impossible white sand fringed with the dark green of palm trees. As you draw closer, this sliver resolves into a sprawling metropolis. A city of pastel pinks and electric blues and gleaming glass towers that seem to reach for the sky itself. This is Vice City, and for you it represents a new beginning, a clean slate, a chance to leave the past behind in a place where the sun always shines and the nights are always warm. The air that greets you as you step off the plane is thick and humid, a heavy blanket of heat that smells of salt water and jet fuel, and something else, something sweet and floral carried on the breeze. It feels alive. It feels dangerous. It feels like opportunity. You have been sent here for a reason, a simple transaction to establish new business in the South for the family back in Liberty City. A straightforward deal. But as you will soon discover, nothing in Vice City is ever truly straightforward. You are met at the airport by a man named Ken Rosenberg. He is a lawyer, or at least he looks like one. He is all nervous energy and cheap cologne, his suit already wilting in the oppressive heat. He talks fast, his words tumbling over each other in a cascade of legal jargon and thinly veiled panic. He drives you from Escobar International Airport in a car that feels too small and too hot. The radio is playing a song you have never heard before. All synthesizers and pulsing electronic drums. It feels like the soundtrack to the future. Outside the car window, the city slides by in a blur of color. Art Deco hotels painted in shades of peach, and mint green stand beside towering modern skyscrapers. Convertibles with their tops down cruise along the boulevards driven by people with golden tans and expensive sunglasses. Everything here feels bright, intense, oversaturated, as if someone has turned up the contrast on the entire world. It is a far cry from the muted grays and browns of Liberty City. There, the buildings huddle together for warmth. Here, they sprawl out basking in the relentless sun. The light itself feels different. It is a golden, syrupy light that makes everything it touches seem to glow from within. You arrive at your hotel, the ocean view. It is not glamorous, but it has a certain faded charm. The lobby smells of disinfectant and stale cigarette smoke. Your room is small and simple, but the window looks out over the ocean. You can hear the rhythmic crash of the waves against the shore, a constant soothing presence. You stand at the window for a long time just watching the water, the endless blue stretching out to meet the endless sky. For a moment, you feel a sense of peace, a feeling that has been a stranger to you for a very long time. Perhaps this place can be a new home, a new life. But that feeling is fleeting. The phone in your room rings, jarring you out of your reverie. It is your old boss, Sonny Forelli. His voice is a gravelly rasp, a harsh reminder of the world you tried to leave behind. He wants to know about the deal. He wants to know where his money is. The pressure is on. This is not a holiday. It is a business trip. And the business of your family is not a forgiving one. The deal is set to take place at the docks, a secluded spot where prying eyes are few and far between. Ken Rosenberg is a mess. His hands tremble as he holds the briefcase full of cash. He keeps wiping sweat from his brow even though the sun has begun to set, painting the sky in fiery shades of orange and purple. You feel a strange sense of calm. You have done this 100 times before. It is a dance you know well. The exchange of goods, the counting of money, the tense pleasantries before both parties go their separate ways. You can feel the texture of the briefcase handle in your palm. It is worn leather smoothed by the grip of many nervous hands before yours. The air is thick with the smell of brine and diesel from the nearby container ships. The soft lapping of water against the pier is the only sound for a moment. But this time, the dance is different. The rhythm is wrong. From the shadows, figures emerge. Not the dealers you were expecting. These men are masked, their intentions clear in the cold, hard steel of the weapons they carry. Everything happens in a flash of noise and confusion, a chaotic ballet of shouts and gunfire. When the smoke clears, your men are gone. The dealers are gone. And most importantly, the money is gone. So is the product. You are left with nothing but the echoing sound of the ambush and the chilling realization that you have failed. Utterly and completely. You are alive. That is something. But in your world, being alive is not always the best outcome. Being alive means you have to answer for what happened. And Sonny Forelli is not a man who accepts excuses. You find Ken Rosenberg hiding behind a shipping container. He is whimpering, a pathetic sight. But he is all you have right now. Your only connection to this strange and hostile new city. Together you escape the docks, leaving the chaos behind. You drive back into the neon glow of the city. The upbeat music on the radio now seems to mock you. The vibrant colors of the buildings feel garish and hollow. The beautiful facade of Vice City has been stripped away, and you have seen the ugly truth beneath. This city is not a paradise. It is a battlefield, and you have just been caught in the crossfire. Back in the sterile quiet of Ken's office, the reality of your situation sinks in. The office is on a high floor of a downtown building overlooking the sprawling metropolis. Through the large window, you can see the city lights twinkling like a carpet of fallen stars. It is a beautiful view, but it offers no comfort. The room smells of paper and fear. Stacks of legal books line the walls, their titles unread, their wisdom useless in a world where problems are solved with violence, not words. Ken paces back and forth, a caged animal in his own expensive habitat. He rambles about his contacts, his connections, his reputation, but you can see the truth in his eyes. He is in over his head, a small-time player caught in a very big game. You, on the other hand, feel a familiar coldness settling in your gut. This is not the first time you have been in a tight spot. In fact, it is where you have spent most of your life. The feeling is almost comfortable in its familiarity. You know what needs to be done. You need to get Sonny's money back. And you need to find out who set you up. Who had the nerve to rip off the Forelli family. Revenge is a secondary concern. Survival is the primary objective. Sonny will not be patient. His reach is long even from Liberty City. Your life now has a timer attached to it. An invisible clock ticking down to 0. Ken suggests a starting point. A man named Juan Garcia Cortez, the Colonel. He is a retired military officer from some forgotten South American country. Now he lives a life of luxury on his yacht in the marina. He is a man who knows things. A man who sees all the moving parts of the city's underbelly. He hosted a party on his yacht recently, a gathering of all the major players in Vice City. It is possible someone there might have heard something about the botched deal, about a large influx of cash and product suddenly hitting the streets. The marina is a world away from the gritty docks. Here the air smells of money and salt. Sleek, expensive yachts bob gently in the water, their white hulls gleaming under the moonlight. The Colonel's yacht is the biggest of them all, a floating palace of chrome and teak. The gentle slap of water against the hull is a constant rhythm, a heartbeat for this enclave of wealth. You can feel the slight sway of the deck beneath your feet as you are led aboard. The party is in full swing. Men in tailored suits and women in glittering dresses mingle on the deck, drinking champagne and laughing. The sound of their conversation is a low hum beneath the smooth jazz music playing over the yacht's sound system. You feel out of place in your simple clothes, a ghost from another world, but you are not here to socialize. You are here for information. Colonel Cortez is a charismatic man. He has a warm smile and a firm handshake, but his eyes are sharp and intelligent. They miss nothing. He listens to your story with a look of paternal concern, nodding sympathetically. He offers you a drink, a cigar. He makes you feel welcome. He promises to make some inquiries. He tells you that an enemy of the Forelli family is an enemy of his. You are not sure if you can trust him. In your world, trust is a commodity more valuable and rarer than gold. But for now, you have no choice. He is your only lead. He points you in the direction of a few people at the party. A property developer named Avery Carrington, a record producer named Kent Paul, a local gang leader, each one a thread in the complex tapestry of Vice City. You must pull on these threads and see what unravels. You spend the rest of the night moving through the crowd, a shark in a tank of tropical fish. You listen more than you speak. You observe the subtle glances, the whispered conversations, the shifting alliances. You are gathering intelligence, piecing together a puzzle with half the pieces missing. Every conversation is a careful negotiation, a trade of pleasantries for scraps of information. Avery Carrington is a caricature of a Texan tycoon. all cowboy hat and folksy wisdom that barely conceals a ruthless ambition. He talks about real estate, about building an empire of concrete and steel. He sees Vice City not as a home, but as a collection of assets to be acquired and developed. He offers you work, small jobs to disrupt his competitors. He sees you as a useful tool, a means to an end. Kent Paul is a different breed entirely, a fast-talking Englishman with a knack for being in the right place at the right time. He runs the Malibu Club, a popular night spot and a hub for gossip and rumor. He knows everyone and everything, or at least he claims to. Getting information from him is like trying to catch smoke in your hands, but he offers hints and whispers that point you in new directions. His world smells of hairspray and cheap beer, a stark contrast to the refined air of the Colonel's yacht. As the night wears on, you begin to form a picture of the city's power structure. It is not a single pyramid with one person at the top like the families in Liberty City. It is a chaotic web of competing interests. Drug lords, real estate moguls, gang leaders, politicians, all of them fighting for their own piece of this sun-drenched paradise. And somewhere in this web is the person who stole your money, the person who set you up to fail. You leave the party as the first hint of dawn streaks the sky with pale pink and gray. The city is quiet now. The neon lights have been extinguished. The streets are empty. It feels like a different place, a sleeping giant. You drive back to your hotel with the windows down, feeling the cool morning air on your face. It does little to clear your head. Your mind is racing with names and faces and possibilities. You have a long road ahead of you. You must navigate this treacherous new world, build alliances, and make a name for yourself. Not because you want to, but because you have to. Your life depends on it. The weight of Sonny Forelli's expectation is a physical presence, a knot in your stomach that will not go away until the money is returned. This is no longer just about a botched deal. This is about survival. It is about carving out a space for yourself in a city that seems determined to chew you up and spit you out. You are alone, an outsider, but you have one thing on your side: a cold, hard determination forged in the unforgiving streets of Liberty City. You will not break. You will not fail again. You will find what you are looking for, and you will make Vice City your own. Your investigation begins in earnest. The Colonel gives you your first real lead, a man named Ricardo Diaz. Diaz is the biggest drug baron in Vice City, a man with a reputation for a short temper and a love for extravagant violence. He is paranoid and unpredictable. He trusts no one. The Colonel suspects that Diaz may have been behind the ambush at the docks. It has all the hallmarks of his work: bold, violent, and designed to send a message. But you cannot go after Diaz directly. He is too powerful, too well protected. You need a way in, an angle of attack. The Colonel introduces you to someone who might be able to help. Lance Vance. You first meet him hovering over a sports car, his reflection warped in the polished red paintwork. He is cool and confident. He moves with a liquid grace. He has a personal stake in this. His brother was one of the dealers at the dock. He did not survive the ambush. Lance wants revenge. You want your money back. Your goals are aligned. You form an uneasy alliance, a partnership born of necessity. Lance knows the city. He knows the players. He becomes your guide to the neon-drenched underworld. There is a nervous energy about him, a slight tremor in his hand when he lights a cigarette that betrays the cool exterior. He is driven by grief, a powerful and unpredictable fuel. Together, you start to apply pressure to Diaz's operation. Small things at first, hijacking his shipments, disrupting his supply lines. You are testing his defenses, looking for a weakness. With each successful job, your reputation in the city begins to grow. People are starting to talk about the new guy from Liberty City, the one who is not afraid to take on Ricardo Diaz. You work with the Cuban gangs in Little Havana, led by the fiery Humberto Robina. Their neighborhood is a vibrant slice of their homeland transplanted to the shores of Vice City. The air here smells of strong coffee and roasting pork. The sound of salsa music spills out from open doorways. Humberto sees you as a man of action, a man of honor. You help him fight his rivals, the Haitian gangs. A brutal and bloody turf war fought block by block. You feel the coarse texture of the concrete wall you take cover behind during a street battle. The air is thick with the acrid smell of gunpowder. It is a familiar scent, a reminder of who you are and where you came from. These small wars, these violent disputes, are the language of this city, and you are quickly becoming a fluent speaker. You also take jobs from Avery Carrington, the Texan developer. His work is cleaner but no less ruthless. He has you intimidating juries, starting riots at construction sites, and stealing building plans from his rivals. It is a different kind of warfare fought with money and influence instead of bullets, but the stakes are just as high. Avery teaches you a valuable lesson. In Vice City, the real power is not just in controlling the streets, it is in owning them. You begin to make money. Good money. You buy your first property. A small apartment downtown. It is not much, but it is yours. You buy a new car, a fast one. You trade your cheap hotel clothes for expensive suits. You are starting to look the part. You are no longer just an errand boy for the Farelli family. You are becoming a player in your own right. The city is opening up to you. You are learning its rhythms, its secrets. You know the best shortcuts through the winding streets of Vice Point. You know the quiet alleyways in Little Haiti where you can disappear. You know the best places to watch the sunset over the ocean, a daily spectacle of breathtaking beauty that seems to wash the city clean for a few precious moments. But with every step you take up the ladder, the danger increases. Diaz is becoming aware of you. He sees you as a nuisance, a thorn in his side that needs to be removed. His men start to look for you. You feel their eyes on you as you move through the city. The sense of being watched is a constant prickle on the back of your neck. Lance is becoming more reckless. His desire for revenge is consuming him. He pushes you to take bigger risks to hit Diaz harder. There is a desperation in his eyes that worries you. You know that desperation can make a man sloppy. It can get him killed. It can get you killed. You try to counsel caution, but he is not listening. His grief is a fire that is burning out of control. One evening, you meet Lance at the Malibu Club. The place is packed. The air is thick with smoke and the pulsing beat of the music. The multicolored lights dance across the faces of the crowd, creating a dizzying kaleidoscope of movement. Kent Paul finds you at the bar. He tells you he has information. A former associate of Diaz is willing to talk. He knows about Diaz's operation from the inside. This could be the break you have been waiting for. The meeting takes place in a quiet alley behind the club. The air is cooler here, away from the heat of the dance floor. It smells of rain and garbage. The informant is nervous, his eyes darting around in the darkness. He tells you about a regular shipment that Diaz receives. A large one. He tells you the time and the location. It is your best chance to hit Diaz where it hurts. In his wallet. It feels like a trap. It is too easy. But Lance is convinced. He sees it as the ultimate act of vengeance. the one that will finally give him peace. You are hesitant, but you agree. You have come too far to turn back now. You trust Lance. You trust your partnership. It is a mistake you will come to regret. You and Lance plan the heist meticulously. You get the firepower, the vehicles, the escape route. You are a well-oiled machine now. You move with a shared purpose, a silent understanding. On the night of the heist, the city is slick with rain. The neon signs are reflected in the wet streets, creating shimmering, distorted versions of themselves. The world looks like a watercolor painting left out in a storm. The ambush on Diaz's convoy goes perfectly. At first, you catch them by surprise. You take out their guards. You secure the product. It is a flawless execution. But as you are loading the van, you see a familiar figure watching from a nearby rooftop. It is one of Diaz's top lieutenants, and he is not trying to stop you. He is just watching, observing. A cold dread washes over you. You realize the truth. This was not a heist. It was an audition. Diaz was testing you. He wanted to see if you had the skills, the nerve, the ruthlessness to be a part of his world. The informant was working for him all along. You and Lance were just puppets dancing on his strings. The realization changes nothing in the short term. You still have the product. You still have the victory. You have proven yourself. But it leaves a bitter taste in your mouth. You are not the hunter. You are the one being hunted. Or worse, you are being courted by the very man you swore to destroy. The power dynamics have shifted in a way you did not anticipate. Lance is ecstatic. He sees this as a major blow against Diaz. He does not understand the deeper game that is being played. He is blinded by his hatred. You try to explain it to him, but he waves away your concerns. He is already celebrating, already planning his next move. The gap between you is widening. You are moving in different directions, driven by different motivations. You want your money back so you can be free. He wants revenge at any cost. You know that a confrontation with Diaz is inevitable, but now you understand that it has to be on your terms, not his. You cannot be his pawn. You have to become the king. You have to take everything from him. His money, his power, his entire empire. It is the only way to be safe. The only way to win the game. Your ambition, which had been a small dormant seed, begins to sprout. You are no longer just trying to survive in Vice City. You are starting to see it as a prize to be won. The city with its endless sunshine and its dark heart is calling to you, and you are beginning to answer. The time for hiding in the shadows is over. The time for small skirmishes and disruptive raids has passed. If you are to take down Ricardo Diaz, you need to do it face to face. It is a monumental risk. Diaz is a fortress both literally and figuratively. His mansion on Starfish Island is a heavily guarded compound, a monument to his paranoia and power. Starfish Island is the epicenter of wealth in Vice City, a private enclave of sprawling villas and manicured lawns. To get there, you have to cross a bridge passing through a security checkpoint. It feels like entering another country. The air itself seems cleaner, the silence more profound. The houses are vast architectural statements separated by high walls and lush gardens. You can smell the sweet scent of night-blooming jasmine and the clean chlorine of 100 swimming pools. You and Lance approach the island by sea under the cover of darkness. You use a small, fast boat, its engine, a low thrum that is swallowed by the sound of the waves. The moon is a thin sliver in the sky, providing little light. You see the Diaz estate rising up from the shoreline, a sprawling complex of white stucco and terracotta tiles. Lights blaze from every window. It looks like a fortress, an impregnable bastion. You feel the coarse rope in your hands as you use grappling hooks to scale the seawall. The stone is cool and damp beneath your fingers. Below you, the water churns a dark and unforgiving black. You move with a silent efficiency honed by countless nights like this one. Lance is beside you, his breathing steady. For all his recklessness, he is a professional when it matters. In this moment, you are united again by a single clear purpose. Once inside the grounds, you move through the labyrinthine gardens. The perfectly trimmed hedges provide excellent cover. The air is filled with the chirping of crickets. It is strangely peaceful for a place owned by such a violent man. You can hear the faint sound of music and laughter coming from the main house. Diaz is entertaining guests, oblivious to the threat that is creeping closer with every passing second. You take out the guards one by one. Silent takedowns in the shadows. They are professionals, but you are better. You are driven by something more than a paycheck. You are driven by the raw instinct of survival, the cold logic of a predator. Lance is a whirlwind of focused violence at your side. His desire for revenge has been honed to a razor's edge. He moves with a deadly grace. You reach the main house. Through the large glass doors, you can see into the main hall. It is a scene of opulent decadence. A vast room with a marble floor and a grand staircase. A huge television screen dominates one wall, playing some mindless action movie. Diaz is there, lounging on a sofa, surrounded by his sycophants. He is shouting at the television, a remote control clutched in his hand like a scepter. He looks smaller in person than his reputation suggests. A petulant man-child surrounded by expensive toys. But you know the danger he represents. You have seen the results of his temper. You have seen the fear he inspires. You take a deep breath, the air tasting of metal and adrenaline. This is it, the point of no return. The assault is sudden and overwhelming. You burst through the doors, a storm of controlled chaos. The party guests scream and scatter like startled birds. Diaz's guards react quickly, but they are disorganized, caught off guard. The grand hall becomes a shooting gallery. The sound of gunfire echoes off the marble floors, a deafening cacophony. The smell of cordite fills the air, sharp and acrid. You and Lance work your way up the grand staircase towards Diaz's office, his personal sanctuary, his throne room. Diaz himself has fled, his bravado evaporating in the face of a real threat. You follow the trail of his panicked retreat. The house is a maze of corridors and lavishly decorated rooms, each one a testament to his wealth and his terrible taste. You find him in his office, cowering behind a large mahogany desk. He looks pathetic. All his power stripped away, leaving only a terrified man. Lance confronts him. The words pour out of him, a torrent of grief and rage. He tells Diaz who he is. He tells him what he did to his brother. For a moment, you see a flicker of recognition in Diaz's eyes. Or perhaps it is just fear. The end is swift. Justice is served not in a courtroom, but in a blood-soaked office high above the city. When it is over, a profound silence descends upon the room. The only sound is Lance's heavy breathing. The adrenaline begins to fade, leaving behind a hollow exhaustion. You have done it. You have taken down the king. You walk out onto the balcony of the office. The city is spread out before you, a breathtaking panorama of light and shadow. From up here, it looks so peaceful, so beautiful. All the violence and the chaos of the streets are invisible. It is just a pattern of twinkling lights, a silent, sleeping giant. You feel the cool night breeze on your face. It carries the scent of the ocean and the promise of a new day. This mansion is yours now. This empire is yours. You have not just recovered Sonny's money. You have taken something far more valuable. You have taken control of your own destiny. You sit in Diaz's chair behind his desk. The leather is soft and cool. It feels like a throne. You are the new king of Vice City. But as you sit there in the silence, a thought occurs to you, a disquieting thought. How long does a king get to keep his crown in a city like this? How long before someone else comes scaling the walls in the dead of night? You have won the battle. But the war is far from over. In fact, it may have just begun. Your partnership with Lance is shattered. The act of revenge did not bring him peace. It left him empty. And his emptiness is starting to curdle into resentment. He looks at you sitting in that chair, and he sees not an ally but a rival. The seeds of betrayal have been sown. With the Diaz empire now under your control, you begin to consolidate your power. The mansion becomes your headquarters, your castle. You replace Diaz's gaudy decor with your own more understated taste. You build a network of businesses across the city. Not just the illicit ones, but legitimate fronts too. A taxi company, an ice cream factory, a film studio. Each one a source of income and a way to launder your ever-growing fortune. You are no longer just a gangster. You are a businessman, an entrepreneur. You learn the language of contracts and profit margins. You attend meetings with city officials and developers. People who once would have looked down on you now treat you with respect, or at least with a healthy dose of fear. You are buying your way into the legitimate world, building a wall of respectability around your criminal enterprise. You can feel the city changing under your influence. You own the night, but you are starting to own the day as well. Your name is whispered in the corridors of power. You are becoming a part of the city's fabric. You have money, power, and influence. You have everything you thought you wanted, but you are more alone than ever. The phone calls from Sonny Forelli become more frequent, more demanding. He is not impressed by your success. He sees it as his success. He believes you owe him everything. He wants his cut, a bigger and bigger cut. He still sees you as his errand boy, the kid he sent down south to do a simple job. He does not understand that you have outgrown him, that Vice City has changed you. The sun and the palm trees have a way of softening a man's edges, but they have sharpened yours. You are no longer willing to be someone else's soldier. You are a king, and a king does not take orders. The tension between you and Sonny builds with every phone call. A storm gathering on the horizon. You know it will break eventually, and you know it will be violent. Your relationship with Lance is also deteriorating. He has become sullen and unpredictable. He feels he has not been given his proper due. He sees your success and feels left behind. He was instrumental in taking down Diaz, but now he is just one of your lieutenants. The shared purpose that once united you is gone, replaced by jealousy and paranoia. You see the way he looks at you sometimes, a flicker of resentment in his eyes. He makes careless mistakes. He takes unnecessary risks. He is becoming a liability. You try to talk to him, to reason with him, but it is like talking to a ghost. The man you once called a friend is gone, replaced by a bitter stranger wearing his face. The warmth of your initial partnership has cooled into a brittle, dangerous ice. You spend your evenings alone in the vast, empty mansion. You wander through the silent rooms, looking out at the city lights. You have a pool you never swim in, a tennis court you never play on. You have all the trappings of success, but none of the joy. The mansion feels less like a home and more like a gilded cage. You are a prisoner of your own ambition. You can feel the net closing in. Sonny is sending his men down from Liberty City, not to collect money anymore, to collect you. They are coming to put you back in your place, or put you in the ground. At the same time, you know Lance is talking to them. You can feel his betrayal in the air like a change in the weather. He is making a deal, your life in exchange for a piece of the pie. It is the oldest story in the book, the one you have seen play out 100 times, the one you always knew was coming for you. There is no honor among thieves, no loyalty. In the end, everyone is out for themselves. It is the fundamental law of your world, a law you have lived by, and a law you will likely die by. The final confrontation is not a surprise. It is an inevitability. It happens at your mansion, your fortress, the place you thought was your sanctuary. Sonny's men arrive in force. A small army from Liberty City come to reclaim what they believe is theirs. They storm the grounds the same way you once stormed them. The symmetry is not lost on you. The mansion becomes a war zone. The sound of gunfire shatters the peaceful night. The air is thick with smoke and the smell of destruction. Your men fight back, loyal to the man who pays them well. But you know it is not enough. You are outnumbered, outgunned. This is your last stand. You make your way to your office at the top of the grand staircase, the same office where you ended Diaz's reign. You look at the safe where you keep the money. Millions of dollars in counterfeit bills. A final trap for a greedy old man. You wait there, the weight of your weapon in your hands, a familiar and comforting presence. Lance appears at the doorway. His face is a mask of conflicting emotions. Greed, regret, fear. He tells you he is sorry, that it was just business. You look at him, the man who was once your brother in arms, and you feel nothing but a cold sense of disappointment. He made his choice, and now he has to live with the consequences, or die with them. The final battle is a blur of motion and sound, a desperate fight for survival in the heart of your crumbling empire. You face Lance. You face Sonny Forelli, who arrives in person to oversee your demise. It is a storm of betrayal and violence. But you are in your element. This is the world you were born into. The world you understand. When the dust settles, you are the only one left standing. Sonny is gone. Lance is gone. Their men are gone. You are alive, surrounded by the wreckage of your own success. The mansion is scarred and broken. The silence that follows is heavier than any sound. It is the silence of absolute victory and absolute loneliness. Ken Rosenberg finds you there in the aftermath. He is hysterical as always, but there is a new respect in his eyes. You have done the impossible. You have severed your ties with the past. You have killed your makers. You are truly free. You are the undisputed king of Vice City. No one can touch you now. You stand on the balcony of your office once more. The sun is beginning to rise. A new day is dawning. The city looks the same as it always does, beautiful and indifferent. It does not care who is in charge. It just is. You have conquered it. You have made it yours. But as you look out at your kingdom, a question lingers in your mind. What was it all for? What is left when all your enemies are gone? You have power. You have wealth beyond your wildest dreams. but you have no friends, no family, no one to share it with. You are an island, just like the one your mansion is built on. You came to Vice City to start a new life, and you have. But it is a life built on a foundation of violence and betrayal, a neon dream that could turn into a nightmare at any moment. The city is yours, but your soul may no longer be. And as you watch the sunrise, you wonder if it was a fair trade. The warmth on your skin feels real enough. For now. Let your mind drift. Feel the weight of your body settling, becoming heavy and comfortable. We are leaving the noise of the cities behind now. The concrete and the neon fade into a distant memory, a faint glow on a horizon you are turning your back to. Instead, picture yourself standing on a soft carpet of pine needles. The air here is different. It is cool and clean, carrying the scent of damp earth and ancient redwood trees. Look up. Through a thick canopy of dark green leaves, you can see a sliver of the night sky. A deep, velvety indigo, scattered with impossibly bright stars. There is no traffic here. No sirens, no shouting. There is only the profound, deep silence of the forest at night. A silence so complete that it has its own sound. A gentle hum of life. The soft rustle of a small creature in the undergrowth. The almost inaudible whisper of a breeze moving through the highest branches, hundreds of feet above you. This is the other side of San Andreas. The wild heart of the state. The place where the maps have empty spaces and the stories begin. For every sprawling metropolis man builds, there must be a wilderness, a place that pushes back, that remains untamed. In San Andreas, that place is here. In the forests of Whetstone and the Flint Range, in the winding trails of Mount Chiliad, and in the vast, empty quiet of the Bone County Desert. These are the places that existed long before the first road was paved, and will likely exist long after the last skyscraper has crumbled. And it is in these quiet, lonely places that strange tales are born. Whispers shared between truckers at lonely rest stops. Stories told by campers around flickering fires. Rumors that spread like wildfire on the early crackling internet of this world. They are tales of things that should not be. Things that defy the neat, predictable logic of the world you thought you knew. Tonight, we are not concerned with car chases or grand heists. We are here to walk these quiet paths together, to listen to the whispers on the wind. We are here to explore the myths and the mysteries of San Andreas. The stories that give this digital world a soul, a sense of wonder, and a touch of fear. Our journey begins here, in this forest. The official name is Whetstone, a vast expanse of woodland that feels older than time itself. The trees are giants, redwoods, so tall their tops are lost in the darkness. Their trunks are like the columns of a cathedral, thick and sturdy, covered in moss that feels like cool velvet beneath your fingertips. The moonlight that filters through the canopy dapples the forest floor in shifting patterns of silver and black. It creates illusions. A gnarled root becomes a crouching animal. A crooked branch becomes a reaching arm. The forest plays tricks on the eyes. It is easy to feel small here. It is easy to feel like you are being watched. And this is where the first, and perhaps most famous, story takes root. The story of a creature that walks on two legs, but is not a man. A tall, hairy beast that lives deep in the woods, seen only in fleeting glimpses, a shadow moving between the trees. They call him Bigfoot. It sounds like a campfire story for children, does it not? A bit of fun, but the stories in San Andreas are persistent. They are detailed. People point to specific places on the map: shady creeks, Mount Chiliad. They talk about strange footprints found in the mud after a rain. Too big to be a man, the wrong shape for a bear. They whisper of low, guttural howls that echo through the valleys on moonless nights, a sound that makes the hairs on your arms stand up. You can feel the chill in the air as you think about it. It's not just the night air, but a deeper cold. The primal fear of being in the woods, far from safety, and hearing a sound you cannot identify. A sound that suggests something big and something wild is nearby. Players, explorers of this world, have spent countless hours searching. They have equipped themselves with cameras, with night vision goggles, venturing into the deepest parts of the forest. They have documented their journeys, sharing blurry photographs and strange audio recordings. A dark shape, half hidden by a fir tree. A distorted roar, barely audible over the sound of the wind. Most are dismissed. A trick of the light, a bear standing on its hind legs, a glitch in the game's code. But the stories don't die, because for every 100 hoaxes, there is one piece of evidence that is just strange enough to be compelling. A photograph that is hard to explain away, a sound that no known animal in the game makes. Imagine you are one of these searchers. You've been walking for what feels like hours. Your only light is the narrow beam of your torch, cutting a small circle in the overwhelming darkness. Every rustle of leaves makes you jump. The call of an owl sounds like a warning. You are following a barely there trail, deeper and deeper into the forest. You pause for a moment to get your bearings. You switch off your torch to let your eyes adjust to the moonlight, and that's when you see it. Or you think you see it. Far away, on the crest of a ridge, silhouetted against the starry sky, a tall, broad-shouldered figure. It stands for a second, perfectly still, and then it turns its head, as if it knows you are there, as if it is looking right at you. Your heart freezes. Before you can even think to raise your camera, it turns and walks, with a surprisingly fluid grace, over the ridge and out of sight, leaving you alone in the darkness, your heart pounding in your chest. Was it real? Or was it just your imagination, fueled by the stories and the solitude? That is the power of the myth. It lives in that space of uncertainty. The developers of this world have always been coy. They have never confirmed its existence, but they have never fully denied it either. They have left clues, perhaps. A footprint texture found in the game files, a mention on a talk radio station, little winks and nods to the community that keeps the hunt alive. This search for a monster in the woods is an old human story. It speaks to our fascination with the unknown corners of our own world. The idea that even in an age of technology and satellite maps, there are still mysteries hidden away in the wild places, that we have not tamed everything, that something ancient and powerful still roams, just beyond the reach of our understanding. Even in a world made of code, that feeling is potent. The Bigfoot of San Andreas is not just a monster. He is a symbol of the wild, untamable spirit of the land itself. A reminder that no matter how many cities you build, the forest is always waiting, silent and patient, holding its secrets close. You feel a sense of peace settle over you as you contemplate this. The fear has gone, replaced by a sense of wonder. You are a tiny part of this vast, mysterious landscape, a visitor in a world that has its own deep, hidden life. You take a deep breath of the cool, pine-scented air and continue your journey. We leave the deep forests behind and move towards the places where civilization and the wilderness meet. The lonely, forgotten roads that crisscross the countryside. The quiet, rural towns where everyone knows everyone and strangers are noticed. Imagine you are driving now. It is late. The road is a narrow strip of cracked asphalt, disappearing into the darkness ahead. The only light comes from your headlights, illuminating the gnarled trees that line the road, their branches reaching out like skeletal fingers. The radio is playing softly, a late-night show with a host whose voice is slow and calming. On either side of you are deep woods and dark, empty fields. There are no other cars. You have not passed another vehicle for miles. A sense of deep isolation settles over you. It is a peaceful feeling, but also slightly unnerving. You feel a long way from anywhere. This is the setting for another kind of San Andreas myth, not of creatures but of machines, of spectral, ghostly vehicles that appear where they should not be. The most famous of these is the ghost car. In a secluded, hilly part of the countryside known as Baco Beyond, explorers have found something strange: wrecked, rusty cars. A specific model, a Glendale, that appears at the bottom of a steep hill, mangled and abandoned. But what is strange is how they get there. People have reported watching these cars spawn at the top of the hill, with no driver inside. They then begin to roll slowly at first, then faster, careering down the steep incline, smashing into trees and rocks before coming to a rest at the bottom, a twisted wreck, as if driven by an unseen force. A phantom joyrider, forever doomed to repeat its final fatal journey. The rational explanation is simple. It is a glitch, a spawn point for vehicles placed on a slope by mistake by the game's creators. When the game needs to place a car in the world, it sometimes chooses this spot, and the game's physics do the rest. A simple, logical programming error. But that is not how a good story works. The community did not see a glitch. They saw a ghost. They created a narrative. They imagined a tragic accident that happened on this lonely road years ago. A driver who lost control, whose spirit is now tied to the vehicle, reenacting the crash night after night. You pull your own car over to the side of the road, the engine ticking softly as it cools. You get out and walk towards the bottom of one such hill. The air is still and heavy with the smell of dew on the grass. You find it, a rusty Glendale, its bonnet crumpled, its windows shattered. It looks like it has been here for years. You touch the cold, rusted metal. It feels solid, real, but there is an aura of strangeness about it. You look up the hill, tracing its path. You can almost see it happening. The silent, driverless car beginning its slow descent, a ghost in the machine. A sad, lonely story playing out in an endless loop for no audience. This idea of digital ghosts is fascinating. In a world built of logic and code, we still find ways to insert the supernatural. We see patterns where there are none. We tell stories to explain the inexplicable. A graphical glitch becomes an apparition. A corrupted sound file becomes a whisper from beyond the grave. Think of the ghost graffiti in the Los Santos cemetery. In the daytime, a wall is blank. But at night, between certain hours, words appear, scrawled in spray paint. Families for life. Then, as the sun rises, they fade away, as if they were never there. Again, there is a simple explanation. A texture that is programmed to only appear at night. A deliberate Easter egg left by the developers. But the story we tell is more romantic, more haunting. It is the ghost of a fallen gang member, still marking his territory from the other side. A message from the spirit world, visible only under the moon. You can imagine standing in that cemetery now. The stone angels watch over the graves with blank, patient eyes. The city hums in the distance, a low, constant thrum of life. But here, it is quiet, peaceful. You run your hand over the cool, smooth stone of a crypt. You are waiting, watching the wall, and as the in-game clock ticks over, the letters begin to fade into view, not suddenly, but gently, like a developing photograph. A whisper of paint on a cold wall, a fleeting message from a world layered just beneath your own. These stories of ghost cars and ghostly messages transform simple programming quirks into something more profound. They give the world a sense of history, a sense of tragedy. They suggest that the past is never truly gone, that it leaves echoes and traces on the landscape. They make the world feel lived in, haunted, and alive. They remind us that we are all pattern-seeking creatures. We look for faces in the clouds, and we see ghosts in the machine. It is a deeply human thing to do, to take the random chaos of the world, or a digital world, and weave it into a story that has meaning. A story that is sad, or scary, or beautiful. A story that makes us feel something. And in a world designed for chaos, these quiet, sad stories are a strange and beautiful comfort. Let's leave the haunted backroads and cemeteries behind. Our journey now takes us to a different kind of wilderness. Not of trees, but of rock and sand and sky. We are heading east, into the vast, arid expanse of Bone County, the desert. Imagine the air changing as you travel. It becomes drier, warmer. The lush greens of the forests and countryside give way to muted browns, reds, and yellows. The landscape opens up. The sky feels enormous, a vast, pale blue dome that stretches from horizon to horizon. The sun is a powerful, white-hot presence. The silence here is different from the silence of the forest. It is not filled with the gentle hum of life. It is a deep, empty silence. The only sound is the low whistle of the wind as it blows across the sand and scrapes against the strange rock formations, the hoodoos and mesas that rise from the desert floor like ancient, forgotten monuments. This is a place of secrets, a place where things can be hidden in plain sight. Deep in the heart of this desert lies a heavily guarded military installation, Area 69. A place of high fences, watchtowers, and warning signs. A place the government of this world does not want you to go. And it is this secrecy that has fueled one of San Andreas's most enduring and captivating mysteries, the existence of visitors from another world. UFOs, flying saucers, strange lights in the night sky. The lore is woven deeply into the fabric of the desert. Find your way to a small, dusty town called Tierra Robada. There, you will find a little roadside bar, the Lil Pro Bin. Its sign is a classic flying saucer. Inside, the walls are covered with blurry photographs of strange objects in the sky. It is a monument to the believers. Step inside. The air is cool and dark after the bright glare of the desert. The smell is of stale beer and dust. Behind the bar, there is a back room. And in that room, on a wall is a map of San Andreas, dotted with pins. These pins, the locals say, mark the locations of UFO sightings. They form a pattern, a network of strange encounters across the state. You study the map. Your finger traces the lines between the pins. There is a concentration of them right here, in the desert. Over Area 69. Over the mysterious Big Ear, a giant radio telescope dish pointed permanently at the sky, listening. For what? Or for whom? People who spend time in the desert at night report seeing them. Strange lights that move in ways no conventional aircraft can. They hover silently. They dart across the sky at impossible speeds. They blink in and out of existence. Sometimes it is a single light. Sometimes a formation. A silent, celestial ballet in the dark. Picture yourself there now. You have driven out into the middle of nowhere, far from any town or road. You are lying on the bonnet of your car, which is still warm from the engine. The desert floor stretches out around you in every direction, a pale, moonlit expanse. The air is so clear that the Milky Way is a vivid, shimmering band across the sky. You have never seen so many stars. The silence is absolute. You feel completely, utterly alone, but also profoundly connected to the universe. You are just a tiny speck on a small planet, looking out into an infinite cosmic ocean. It is a humbling, awe-inspiring feeling. And then you see it, a flicker of light. High up, it's not a plane. It has no flashing navigation lights. It is not a satellite moving in a steady, predictable arc. This light is different. It hangs motionless for a moment. Then it zips to the left, impossibly fast, and stops dead. It pulses, once, twice. A soft, ethereal glow. There is no sound, no engine roar. Just the silent movement of this strange light against the backdrop of a billion stars. You are not scared. You are filled with a sense of profound wonder. What are you looking at? A secret military drone from Area 69? A weather balloon? A trick of the tired eye? Or something else entirely? The myth of the UFO in San Andreas taps into the same vein as the Bigfoot myth. It is about the unknown. But where Bigfoot represents the mystery of our own world, the UFO represents the mystery of the worlds beyond. The ultimate question, are we alone? In a game world full of noise, violence, and cynical characters, this myth provides a moment of quiet contemplation. It forces you to look up, to consider the scale of the universe and your tiny place within it. The developers have again played with this idea beautifully. They have never put a full, undeniable alien invasion in the game. That would spoil the mystery. Instead, they have left breadcrumbs. The lights in the sky, the map in the bar, the whispers on the radio. They have created a sense of possibility. They allow you, the player, to be the one who wonders, to be the one who sits in the desert, looks up at the sky, and asks the big questions. The search for extraterrestrial life in San Andreas is not about finding aliens. It is about the act of searching itself. It is about embracing the mystery and finding a sense of peace in the vast, beautiful, and unknown emptiness of the desert sky. The strange light you were watching pulses one last time, a gentle, silent goodbye, and then streaks across the heavens, disappearing over the horizon in the blink of an eye. You are left alone again under the stars, with the quiet hum of the universe and a story to tell. A story that no one might believe, but that you know is true. Our final journey takes us away from the mysteries of the natural world and into the mysteries of the human mind. We have looked for monsters in the forest, ghosts on the roads, and aliens in the sky. Now, We look for meaning in a world that often seems to have none. We are going to find a cult. The Epsilon program. The name is whispered. It is mentioned in passing on the radio, on satirical websites within the game's internet. It presents itself as a religion, a path to enlightenment, but it is shrouded in secrecy and absurdity. Its followers are famously wealthy, celebrities and socialites. Its teachings are bizarre, almost nonsensical. To the outside world, it is a joke, a scam. But to its followers, it is the truth, the only truth. Their slogan is Kiflom, a word with no apparent meaning, yet it is a greeting, a farewell, and a declaration of faith all in one. They believe that the world is 157 years old. They believe that sperm does not exist. They believe that anyone with a red birthmark is a descendant of Kraf, the emperor of the fourth paradigm. It is a collection of ideas so strange, it feels like it must be a parody. And perhaps it is a satire of celebrity-driven cults in our own world. But within the world of San Andreas, it is treated with a strange seriousness. It has a presence, a power, and its mystery is compelling. Imagine you are seeking them out. The process is cryptic. You have to find a specific truck in a specific remote location. You must wear a certain color of clothing. You must donate vast sums of money. Each step is a test of faith, a test of your willingness to suspend disbelief and follow their strange path. You find yourself in a new landscape, not the deep woods or the empty desert, but the manicured hills of Vinewood. The air smells of money, chlorine from swimming pools, and expensive perfume. But beneath this glossy surface, you can feel the desperation, the spiritual emptiness of people who have everything and yet feel they have nothing. This is the fertile ground where organizations like Epsilon grow. They offer answers, however strange, to people who are drowning in questions. They offer community to the lonely. They offer a secret truth to those who feel the mainstream world is a lie. Your initiation takes you on a series of bizarre quests. You are told to run for miles through the desert, wearing their signature light blue robes. The fabric is thin, doing little to protect you from the biting wind. Your feet ache, your lungs burn. It is an ordeal, a test of endurance, a way of breaking you down, to build you back up in their image. You can feel the absurdity of it, but also a strange sense of purpose. The simple act of putting one foot in front of the other, the vast, silent desert around you, the other robed figures, running in a line. There is a hypnotic rhythm to it. Your own thoughts begin to fade away, replaced by the simple physical reality of the task. Maybe this is what they mean by enlightenment, the emptying of the mind. Later, you are brought to one of their secret compounds, a beautiful, secluded building nestled in the hills. Everything is clean, orderly, and calming. The people here all smile, a serene, distant smile. They speak in calm, measured tones, repeating the strange mantras of their faith. Kiflum, brother, brother, the truth is in the trees. You sit with them. The air is thick with incense. Soft, meditative music plays from hidden speakers. They tell you stories of craft. They explain the paradigms. None of it makes logical sense. It is a word salad of cosmic pronouncements and self-help cliches. And yet, there is a comfort in it. The comfort of certainty. The comfort of belonging to something secret and special. The story of the Epsilon program is the most human of all the San Andreas myths. It is not about what might be hiding in the dark. It is about what we are willing to believe in order to escape the darkness within ourselves. It is a story about the search for meaning and how that search can lead us down very strange paths. It is a reflection on the power of belief itself. The human mind is a powerful thing. It can convince itself of anything if the need is great enough. And in the chaotic, often nihilistic world of Grand Theft Auto, the need for something to believe in is very great indeed. The developers created a pitch-perfect satire, but they also created something more. They created a genuinely intriguing mystery. Who is Chris Formage, the leader? What is their ultimate goal? Is there a real, tangible truth hidden beneath all the layers of nonsense? Or is the nonsense the entire point? The search for the truth of the Epsilon program is a journey into the heart of faith and delusion. It shows us that the strangest creatures and the most outlandish conspiracies are not out there in the woods or in the sky. They are right here, inside the human heart, born from our deepest fears and our most desperate hopes. As you sit there, in the quiet, incense-filled room, surrounded by the smiling, blue-robed faithful, you feel a strange sense of calm. You do not believe their stories, but you understand, perhaps for the first time, why someone would want to. In a world of chaos, any map, no matter how strange, can feel like a comfort. Any answer, no matter how absurd, can feel like a salvation. And so our journey through the whispering wilds of San Andreas comes to a close. We have walked in the footsteps of a monster that may not exist. We have witnessed ghostly machines replaying their final moments. We have scanned the desert skies for visitors from another world, and we have sat in the strange, quiet rooms of a cosmic cult. Each of these stories, these myths, serves a purpose. They are more than just Easter eggs or glitches. They are the soul of the world. They are the cracks in the perfect, polished facade of the game. And it is through those cracks that a sense of wonder shines through. They transform a simple digital playground into a place of genuine mystery. They give the landscape a memory and a personality. The forest is not just a collection of tree models. It is the home of Bigfoot. The desert is not just an empty space. It is a UFO landing strip. The city is not just a grid of streets. It is a place where secret societies offer a different kind of truth. Imagine yourself back where we started, standing on that soft carpet of pine needles, the cool night air on your skin, the scent of damp earth in your nostrils, the vast, silent cathedral of the forest all around you, the deep, star-dusted sky above. Nothing has changed. The world is exactly as it was, but you see it differently now. You feel the history beneath your feet. You hear the whispers on the wind. You know that this place is more than just what you can see. It is a place of stories, a place of secrets, a place of magic. These myths remind us that the most engaging worlds are not the ones that provide all the answers, but the ones that ask the most interesting questions, the ones that leave space for our own imagination to roam, to wonder, and to believe. And as you stand there, in the quiet heart of San Andreas, you feel a sense of peace. The peace that comes from knowing that no matter how well we think we know a place, there is always another secret to uncover. Always another mystery waiting patiently in the whispering wilds. And so the search continues. Or perhaps for you, it has come to an end for tonight. You have walked the lonely paths of the shady creeks. You have stared into the misty forests of the tall trees, hoping for a glimpse of something that should not be there. You have listened for the whispers and the rumors, for the static on the radio that hints at another world. But now, you let the search go. You find a quiet place, perhaps a forgotten lookout point, on the rocky slopes of Mount Chiliad, or by the gentle lapping shore of the Alamo Sea. You simply sit. You let the world of San Andreas just be. The hunt for mystery gives way to a quiet appreciation of the place itself. The frantic search for a monster is replaced by the slow discovery of a profound and unexpected peace. The purpose of your journey changes without you even noticing. You watch as the sun begins its slow, programmed descent. It paints the undersides of the clouds in impossible hues of deep orange and soft bruised purple. The vast sky, a perfect digital canvas, shifts its color palette second by second. Long shadows stretch out from the pine trees and the lonely cacti, reaching across the dusty ground like the dark, slow fingers of the approaching night. The world, once a place of frantic action and hidden clues, becomes a landscape of quiet, static beauty. A place for pure contemplation. The virtual air grows cooler on your skin. A gentle breeze, coded into existence by an unseen hand, rustles the leaves of the nearby bushes. You can almost feel its feathery touch. This is the true magic of these places. It is not the monsters that may or may not live here, but the potent atmosphere they help to create. The stories give the silent forests a voice. They give the empty, dilapidated cabins a history full of sorrow and secrets. They transform a simple collection of polygons and textures into a place with a tangible soul. Perhaps that is the real purpose of these myths after all. They are not simply errors in the code or leftover assets from development. They are a unique form of collaborative storytelling. The creators build a world with tantalizing gaps, strange details, and unanswered questions. And you, the player, along with thousands of others online, fill those gaps with imagination, with wonder, and with a delicious, creeping fear. Together, you breathe a vibrant, spectral life into the world's empty spaces. It is a tradition as old as humanity itself. We have always looked at the dark woods at the edge of the village, or the deep, unknowable ocean, and imagined what secrets they must hold. We have populated the blank spaces on our maps with gods and monsters, with spirits and forgotten things. The digital wilderness of San Andreas is no different. It is our modern forest. It is our contemporary ocean. It is a new and boundless frontier for our ancient human need to believe in something just beyond the veil of the known world. The moon rises now, a perfect white disk in the inky, star-dusted sky. The stars, brighter and clearer than you could ever see them from a real city, begin to appear one by one. They are not real constellations, just points of light arranged to look the part, but they twinkle with the same ancient promise. The promise that the universe is bigger and more mysterious than it seems on the surface. The objective truth of Bigfoot, or the panopticon, or the ghost car ceases to matter. The search itself was the point. The shared belief, the global community of whispers, that is the real, enduring magic. A deep sense of calm settles over you. The ambient sounds of the virtual night become a gentle, hypnotic lullaby. The persistent chirping of digital crickets, the lonely hoot of a distant, unseen owl. All simulated, all designed. And yet, in this quiet moment, they feel as real and as soothing as any true wilderness. The controller is perhaps still in your hands, but your grip has loosened, your fingers relaxed. Your mind is no longer racing with clues or navigating maps. It is still. It is quiet. Let the lingering mysteries of San Andreas fade into the background now. Let the whispers of the wild become the soft, gentle murmur of your own thoughts as they drift slowly, inexorably towards sleep. You are no longer on a mountain in a digital world. You are simply here, in this moment, safe and comfortable in your bed. You are ready to rest. The adventure is over for today, and a deeper, quieter journey can now truly begin. There is no destination. Not tonight. The journey is the thing. Settle back into the worn leather of the driver's seat. Your hands rest gently on the wheel. Outside the city is a watercolor painting, its colors bleeding in the rain. Neon signs swim on the slick black tarmac. Streetlights cast long, golden trails on the windscreen, each one distorted by the rhythmic sweep of the wipers. A gentle, hypnotic motion, back and forth, back and forth. You are not in a hurry. You are simply driving. A silent observer, moving through the veins of a metropolis that never truly sleeps. The car is a small bubble of warmth and quiet, an island in the endless river of traffic. The engine hums a low, steady note beneath you. A comfortable, familiar sound, but the quiet feels empty. Your thumb finds the small, cool dial on the dashboard. You give it a turn. A burst of static, a fleeting ghost of a voice. Another turn, a fragment of a guitar solo, swallowed by the hiss. And then, you find it, a song. It might be a song you know, a memory from a life lived long ago, or it might be something new. A melody that seems to have been written just for this moment, for this car, for this rain-soaked night. This is the magic that lives between the frequencies, the soul of these sprawling cities, captured not in their skylines or their landmarks, but in the echoes on their airwaves. The radio in Grand Theft Auto is more than just background noise. It is a character in its own right. It is your constant companion on lonely desert highways, your co-conspirator on late-night cruises. It is the narrator of the city's secret story, a story told in power ballads, in soulful funk, in angry punk anthems, and in the gentle, rambling voices of talk show hosts who seem to be speaking only to you. Tonight, we are not going to look at the cities. We are going to listen to them. We are going to take a long, slow drive through their sonic landscapes and discover the memories that are encoded in the music. We are going to explore the feeling of finding the perfect song for the perfect moment, the way a simple melody can transform a simple drive into something beautiful, something unforgettable. So let the wipers keep their rhythm. Let the city lights blur into a beautiful abstraction, and let us begin our journey on the dial. There is so much to hear. Our first stop is a city of perpetual twilight, a place of gray skies and damp pavements. Liberty City, a metropolis of concrete canyons and simmering ambition, where the rain seems to wash the color from the world, leaving behind shades of stone and steel. You are driving an old sedan here. The suspension is a little soft. The engine has a low growl. The air inside the car smells faintly of old coffee and damp upholstery. It's a comforting, lived-in smell. It feels safe. The city's mood is reflected perfectly in its radio. There is a melancholy here, a sense of history. You turn the dial and land on Flashback 95.6. The sound that fills the car is instantly recognizable. It's the 80s, but not the bright neon-soaked 80s of a Sunshine State. This is a different kind of 80s. The synths are moody, the vocals are dramatic. It's the soundtrack to a film about a spy in the Cold War, or a lone hero walking through a rain-slicked alleyway. It is the sound of looking back, a nostalgic dream. As you drive through the industrial district of Portland, the music of Giorgio Moroder or Jan Hammer paints the scene. The rusty girders of the elevated train line overhead become cinematic. The steam rising from the manholes feels charged with mystery. The song is your narrator, telling you that this is a city of secrets, of deals made in shadows. It's a lonely sound, but it's a beautiful loneliness. The kind you can wrap yourself in like a warm coat on a cold night. You feel the deep, resonant bass in the floor of the car, a gentle vibration that seems to connect you to the city's steady, industrial pulse. You pass a group of people huddled under an awning, their faces lit by the glow of a shop window. For a moment, you feel like you are watching a scene from a film, and the music swelling from your speakers is its score. You are not just a driver. You are the protagonist. Every red light is a dramatic pause. Every green light is the start of a new scene. The radio gives your aimless journey a purpose, a narrative. It tells you that even in this vast, anonymous city, your small story matters. You twist the dial again. The moody synths fade, replaced by a sound that is both jarring and strangely fitting. Head radio. It's the city's pop station, but its cheerfulness has an edge. It's a little too bright for the gray skies, a little too optimistic for the grim architecture. The pop songs feel like an act of defiance, a refusal to give in to the city's oppressive mood. They are the sound of the city's younger generation, dreaming of a life beyond these concrete walls. It's the music you might hear spilling from a passing car full of teenagers, their laughter a brief, bright spark in the gloom. Driving through the more affluent areas of Staunton Island, head radio makes a different kind of sense. Here, among the clean lines of the skyscrapers and the manicured parks, the pop music feels like an aspiration. It's the soundtrack to the lives people think they are supposed to be living, a life of easy success and carefree joy. But even here, with the rain still falling, the songs have a slightly hollow ring, a promise of sunshine in a city that rarely sees it. Let's keep driving. Let's go deeper into the night and deeper into the city's soul. Years pass in the blink of an eye. The city changes. It grows taller, more detailed, more complex. It is still Liberty City, but it feels heavier now, more world-weary. You are in a different car, but the feeling is the same. You are an outsider, a stranger in a strange land. And the radio reflects this feeling perfectly. You find a station called Vladivostok FM. The music is energetic, almost frantic. It's a mix of Russian pop and rock, a language you may not understand, but a feeling that is universal. It is the sound of exile, the sound of a community holding onto its culture in a foreign land. The DJ, Ruslana, speaks with a frantic, infectious energy, her voice a beacon of warmth and familiarity for her listeners. To you, she is another ghost on the airwaves, another voice telling a story you can only half understand. Driving through Hove Beach, the heart of the city's Eastern European community, the music of Vladivostok FM spills out of apartment windows and shop doorways. It weaves itself into the fabric of the neighborhood. It is the city's pulse. For Nico Bellic, the protagonist of this era, this station is a lifeline, a connection to a home he can never return to. For you, the gentle listener, it is a powerful piece of world building. It transforms a collection of pixels and code into a real place, a place with a history, a culture, a soul. You can almost smell the cabbage soup and cheap cigarettes on the air. But the city speaks in more than just music. You turn the dial once more, past the angry guitars of Liberty Rock Radio, Past the smooth beats of the beat 102.7, you land on a channel where there is only talking, integrity 2.0. A man named Laszlo is on the air, and he is rambling. He is talking about his anxieties, his failures, his strange observations about the absurdity of modern life. His voice is not the polished, confident voice of a professional broadcaster. It is the voice of a real person, flawed, neurotic, human. Listening to talk radio in Liberty City is like pressing your ear to the wall of the city itself. You are eavesdropping on its collective consciousness. Through the callers and the hosts, you hear the city's hopes, its fears, its prejudices, its bizarre obsessions. It is a portrait of a society that is deeply cynical, hilariously hypocritical, and profoundly lonely. It's a dark satire, but for the sleepy driver, it becomes something else. It becomes a gentle murmur, a low conversational hum that fills the silence without demanding your attention. Laszlo's voice becomes a comforting presence. He is the strange friend who calls you late at night to talk about nothing in particular. His monologues on the decline of civilization or the terrors of the internet are not stressful. They are strangely soothing. They are a reminder that in a city of millions, everyone is struggling with their own small, absurd problems. You are not alone in your journey. The whole city is right here with you, whispering its secrets into your ear through the car radio. The feeling of the steering wheel is smooth and cool beneath your fingertips, a solid, real thing in a world of fleeting sounds and blurry lights. Let's leave the gray skies behind. Let's drive south. Let's chase the sun. The air grows warmer, thick with the scent of salt and tropical flowers. The world outside the windscreen explodes into a riot of color. Pastel pinks, electric blues, sunshine yellows. We have arrived in Vice City, a dream of the 1980s, a place where it is always summer and the night is always young. You are in a convertible now, an Infernus, or perhaps a cheetah. The roof is down. The warm, humid wind rushes past your ears, a constant, gentle roar. You can feel the heat of the city radiating from the pavement. The slow, sweeping fronds of the palm trees line the boulevards. This is a city built on indulgence, on excess, on the pure, uncomplicated joy of living in the moment. And its radio is the city's beating heart. You don't even need to search for a station. You just turn it on, and the sound that pours out is perfect. It's Flash FM. The music is pure, distilled pop. Michael Jackson, Hall & Oates, Go West. Every song is an anthem. Every chorus is an invitation to sing along. The DJ, Tony, has a voice that is pure energy, a cascade of bubbly, infectious enthusiasm. She is the city's cheerleader, its master of ceremonies. Driving down Ocean Drive with Flash FM on the stereo is one of the most perfect marriages of sight and sound in any digital world. The music is not just a background track, it is the emotional engine of the scene. The soaring synths mirror the vibrant colors of the Art Deco hotels. The confident, optimistic lyrics reflect the city's ethos of endless possibility. The beat of the drum machine seems to sync up with the flashing of the neon signs. You feel a sense of pure, uncomplicated happiness, a feeling of freedom. The sun begins to set. The sky turns a shade of deep orange and purple. The day's heat gives way to a balmy evening. It's a time for a change of mood. You gently turn the dial. You are looking for something a little smoother, a little more romantic. You find Emotion 98.3, the king of the power ballad, the home of heartfelt declarations of love and loss. The DJ is Fernando Martinez. His voice is a low, seductive purr. He is a self-proclaimed romantic, a man who understands the affairs of the heart. He introduces each song with a flourish, a small, philosophical musing on love. He is a ridiculous character, a caricature of a smooth-talking Lothario. But in the context of this city, at this time of night, he is perfect. He is another companion, another voice to fill the passenger seat. The music on Emotion 98.3 is theatrical. It's all soaring vocals, dramatic piano chords, and epic guitar solos. It is the music of grand gestures. As you cruise along, the city lights reflected in the bonnet of your car, these songs elevate the moment. A simple drive becomes a scene from a romance film. The gentle sea breeze feels like a caress. The distant lights of a yacht on the water feel like a promise of adventure. You feel the plush velvet of the car seat against your back, a soft, luxurious texture that grounds you in this perfect, dreamy moment. Fernando's whispered advice on love and life becomes a kind of gentle, absurd poetry. He is another one of the city's ghosts, his voice a permanent echo of its romantic, slightly delusional soul. The power ballads he plays are the city's love songs to itself, a celebration of its own beautiful, fleeting, over-the-top nature. But Vice City has another side, a tougher, more rebellious spirit. You turn the dial again, and the sound changes completely. The smooth synths and heartfelt vocals are replaced by screaming guitars and pounding drums. This is rock, the home of heavy metal and hard rock, the soundtrack to the city's underbelly, the music of the bikers, the rebels, the outcasts. The DJ is Laszlo again, but a much younger, more frantic version. He is a nervous intern, constantly bullied by the station's main host, Cousin Ed. His presence here is a small, subtle thread, connecting this sun-drenched paradise to the grimy streets of Liberty City we just left behind. Listening to rock changes the city around you. The palm trees and pastel hotels seem to fade into the background. You find yourself drawn to the city's grittier corners, the back alleys, the industrial ports, the dive bars with flickering neon signs. The music is aggressive, powerful. It makes the car feel faster, the engine sound louder. It is the sound of rebellion, of refusing to play by the rules. It is the perfect soundtrack for a midnight ride, for pushing the limits, for feeling a different kind of freedom. Not the carefree freedom of a day at the beach, but the defiant freedom of the outsider. The radio Vice City is a time machine. It does not just evoke the 1980s. It transports you there. The curation of the songs, the design of the jingles, the personalities of the DJs, it all works together to create a perfect immersive illusion. It is a testament to how sound can define a space, how music can become a form of memory. You are not just playing a game, you are inhabiting a memory, a collective cultural dream of a decade, and it is a beautiful dream to get lost in. It is time to move on. We leave the humid nights of Vice City and head west. The landscape changes dramatically. The dense urban sprawl gives way to something vast, something epic. We have entered the state of San Andreas. This is not just one city. It is a sprawling tapestry of different worlds. The concrete jungle of Los Santos, the rolling hills and dusty plains of the countryside, the foggy bohemian streets of San Fierro, the shimmering neon desert of Las Venturas. And the radio dial reflects this diversity. It is a patchwork quilt of genres and cultures, each one tied to a specific place, a specific mood. We begin our drive in the hazy, sun-baked sprawl of Los Santos. The air is thick with heat and the smell of exhaust fumes. The sun is low in the sky, casting long shadows across the cracked pavements of Grove Street. You are in a lowrider, a voodoo perhaps. The suspension is hydraulic, the paint is immaculate. You are driving slowly. To drive fast here is to miss the point. You turn on the radio. The sound that fills the car is deep, smooth, and utterly infectious. It is the sound of G-Funk. It is Radio Los Santos. The bass is a slow, rolling earthquake. The synthesizers are high and whining, like a summer heat haze made audible. The rappers' voices are calm, confident, telling stories of life in the hood with a laid-back, almost conversational flow. This is the music of Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube. It is the authentic sound of early 90s West Coast hip-hop. Like the music of Vice City, the music of Radio Los Santos is inseparable from its environment. It grew out of these streets. It is the sonic expression of this place. Cruising through the neighborhoods of South Central Los Santos with this music playing is a profoundly immersive experience. The beat seems to sync up with the slow, lazy rhythm of life here. People sitting on their porches, kids riding bikes on the street, the gentle bounce of your lowrider. It all flows together into a single, cohesive moment. You feel the gentle thrum of the bass vibrating through the car's chassis, a physical connection to the rhythm of the street. The DJ, forthright MC, is the perfect guide. His voice is as smooth as the music he plays. He is calm, cool, a voice of the community. He speaks to the listener as if they are an old friend, sharing observations and dropping wisdom. He makes you feel like you belong here, even if you are just a visitor passing through. But San Andreas is vast. You leave the city behind. The concrete gives way to dirt roads. The skyscrapers are replaced by towering redwood trees and sun-scorched mountains. The air becomes cleaner, cooler. The sounds of the city fade, replaced by the gentle whisper of the wind and the distant cry of a hawk. Your car feels small in this huge, empty landscape. It is a lonely place, and there is a radio station for this loneliness. You turn the dial and find K-Rose, the sound of classic country music, the gentle strum of an acoustic guitar, the mournful cry of a pedal steel, the voice of a singer telling stories of heartbreak, of loss, of life on the road. Willie Nelson, Hank Williams, Patsy Cline. It is the music of the American heartland. Honest, simple, soulful. Driving through the desert at dusk, with the sky turning a deep, bruised purple, and the first stars beginning to appear. Listening to K-Rose is a meditative, almost spiritual experience. The sad, beautiful songs seem to echo the emptiness of the landscape around you. They speak of the vast distances between people, between places. The DJ, Mary Beth Maybell, has a warm, motherly voice. She sounds like she is broadcasting from a small, dusty radio station in the middle of nowhere. She is a comforting presence in the vastness. She makes the loneliness feel less like an absence and more like a peaceful solitude. We continue our journey. We cross the great bridges and enter the cool, foggy embrace of San Fierro, a city of steep hills, of clanging cable cars, of progressive ideas, and a lingering counterculture spirit. It is a city with a different energy, more creative, more eccentric. You find a station that captures this perfectly. KDST, the dust, the home of classic rock. This is the music of the late 60s and early 70s, the sound of rebellion, of freedom, of a generation that wanted to change the world. Creedence, Clearwater Revival, The Who, Tom Petty. It is the soundtrack to a road trip. The perfect music for driving over the Gant Bridge with the fog rolling in from the bay, the iconic red towers disappearing into the mist. The DJ is Tommy the Nightmare Smith, a burned-out rock star from a bygone era. His voice is gravelly, his stories are wild, his contempt for modern music is hilarious. He is the ghost of San Fierro's psychedelic past, a reminder of the summer of love. Each station in San Andreas is a world unto itself. Bounce FM gives you the joyful funk of Las Venturas. Caja West provides the relaxed, hazy reggae beats perfect for a drive along the beach. The radio dial is a map of the state's cultural geography. By changing the station, you can change the very feel of the world around you. You can score your own journey, creating moments of perfect synchronicity. A country song as you watch the sunset over the desert. A classic rock anthem as you crest a hill overlooking the city. A smooth G-funk beat as you cruise through the neighborhood. It is a masterful symphony of sound and space. The years roll on once more. The world becomes sharper, clearer, higher definition. We return to the West Coast, to a new version of Los Santos, a city that is bigger, more beautiful, and more bewildering than ever before. This is the modern world, a world of endless choice, of information overload, and the radio dial reflects this. It is packed. There are more stations than ever before, catering to every possible taste. The car is new. The engine is a quiet, efficient hum. The dashboard is a sleek digital display. The feeling of driving is smoother, more responsive, but the city is still the same at its core. A place of dreams and desperation, of stunning beauty and shocking ugliness. And the need for a good song on the radio is still the same. You are driving up into the Vinewood Hills. The sun is rising, painting the sky in soft shades of pink and orange. The city is spread out below you, a vast, sleeping giant. You need a soundtrack for this moment of quiet contemplation. You flick through the stations. There is the aggressive hip-hop of Radio Los Santos, a new generation carrying the torch. There is the loud, obnoxious pop of non-stop Pop FM. There is the chaotic punk of Channel 10. But you are looking for something softer. Something to match the gentle dawn. You find Radio Mirror Park. The music is indie. It's dreamy, atmospheric, slightly melancholic. It is the sound of young people in a big city trying to find their place in the world. It's the music you would hear in a trendy coffee shop or an independent art gallery. It is the perfect sound for this moment. As you park the car at a scenic overlook, the gentle, ethereal music of a band like Toro y Moi or Yesayer fills the cabin. The synths are warm and hazy, like the morning mist burning off the hills. The vocals are soft, almost whispered. The music doesn't demand your attention. It simply creates a mood, a space for you to think, to breathe, to watch the city wake up. The DJ George has a calm, almost detached voice. He sounds like he is broadcasting from his bedroom. He is just another person in the city, sharing the music he loves, hoping someone out there is listening. Later, as night falls, you find yourself on the Great Ocean Highway, cruising along the coast. The moon is full, casting a silver path across the dark water. The waves crash gently against the shore. You need a different kind of music now, something with soul. You turn the dial and find the lowdown 91.1. The sound of classic funk and soul music fills the car. The bass lines are deep and groovy. The brass sections are warm and powerful. The vocals are smooth as silk. The DJ is Mama G. Pam Grier herself. Her voice is a legend. It is warm, wise, and full of personality. She is your guide on this starlit drive, sharing stories and classic tunes. Listening to the lowdown feels like being let in on a secret. It is music with history, with depth. It feels real. It connects you to a different era, a different feeling. As you drive, the rhythm of the music seems to merge with the rhythm of the waves. It is a hypnotic, calming experience. You can feel the cool night air on your skin through the open window, carrying the faint, salty smell of the Pacific Ocean. It is another moment of perfect harmony between sound, sight, and feeling. The modern Los Santos even offers a space for pure ambient peace. You find a station called Worldwide FM. It's curated by the real-world DJ Gilles Peterson. The music is a global mix of jazz, electronica, and ambient soundscapes. There are no loud choruses here, no aggressive beats, just textures, moods, atmospheres. It is the most meditative of all the stations. Imagine driving to the top of Mount Chiliad in the dead of night. You turn off your headlights. The world is plunged into darkness, except for the faint glow of the city lights far, far below, and the impossible brightness of the stars above. You put on Worldwide FM. A gentle, ambient track begins to play. A simple, repeating synthesizer pattern. A soft, formless wash of sound. It is the music of the cosmos, the sound of the mountains sleeping, the sound of the stars turning. In this moment, the city, the chaos, the entire game world seems to fall away. There is only you, the mountain, the stars, and this gentle, endless music. It is a moment of pure digital zen. These radio stations are more than just a collection of licensed songs. They are a core part of the experience. They are the voice of the world, the pulse of the city, the soul in the machine. They are the tireless companions that turn a simple act of digital driving into a journey of discovery, of memory, and of quiet beauty. Our long drive is coming to an end. You find a quiet spot. Perhaps it is that overlook in the Vinewood Hills, the city now a glittering carpet of light below. Or maybe it is a deserted beach, the gentle waves of the Pacific lapping at the sand. You pull the car to a stop. You shift the gear into park. For a long moment, you just sit, the engine humming quietly, the final notes of a song fading from the speakers. With a soft click, you turn the engine off. And then, there is silence. The music is gone. The voice of the DJ is gone. The hum of the engine is gone. The silence is profound. It is filled only by the gentle sounds of the world you are in. The whisper of the wind through the tall grass. The distant, rhythmic sigh of the ocean. The low, almost imperceptible hum of the city. A million lives breathing as one, far away. The radio showed you the soul of these cities, but the silence reminds you that you are here now. The journey is over, but the feeling remains. The echo of a melody, the memory of a voice in the dark, the sense of peace found on a long and lonely road. These are the things you will carry with you as you drift away from this world. The music fades, but the peace it brought you can stay. Close your eyes. The drive is done. It is time to rest. Sleep well. And so you keep driving. The city a river of light flowing past your windows. The specific names of the stations begin to blur together, becoming less important than the feeling they leave behind. KDST V-Rock, Flashback FM. They are more than just playlists. They are frequencies of memory, broadcasting from a past that is both real and imagined. Each station is its own carefully curated pocket of time, a bubble of culture that you can enter and exit with the simple push of a button. You can almost feel the texture of the era in the sound, the analog warmth of the 70s rock station, the crisp digital reverb on the 80s pop hits, the raw, unfiltered energy of the 90s hip-hop broadcasts. It's a form of time travel that requires no special equipment, just a willingness to listen. Think of the countless hours you have spent with these voices. The DJs who became your unseen companions on long drives from one end of the map to the other. Their scripted patter, their fake phone-ins, their relentless enthusiasm. It all conspires to create a feeling of life, of a world that continues to turn and talk and sing, even when you are not there to witness it. You are never truly alone in these cities. There is always a voice on the radio, keeping you company through the long digital night. And what of the advertisements? They are perhaps the most potent form of satire in the entire world. Little 30-second comedies that hold up a funhouse mirror to our own consumer culture. The slogans for ridiculous products. The warnings for pharmaceutical drugs with absurd side effects. The jingles that are so catchy they become part of your own internal monologue. They are the connective tissue of this audio world, grounding the music and the talk in a place that feels impossibly, hilariously real. You find yourself on a quiet stretch of highway now, overlooking the sleeping city below. The lights twinkle like a fallen constellation. You change the station one last time, settling on something slow and melancholic. A late-night jazz station, perhaps. Or a soft rock ballad station that specializes in forgotten love songs. The mood shifts instantly. The chaotic energy of the city recedes, replaced by a quiet sense of contemplation. The music becomes a soundtrack for your own thoughts. It doesn't demand your attention. It simply offers a space for you to exist. This is another of the radio's great gifts. Its ability to match your mood or to gently guide it somewhere new. It can be a shot of adrenaline before a difficult mission, or it can be a soft blanket of sound on a quiet drive home. It understands what you need, even before you do. The engine hums a low, steady note beneath the music. The cool night air feels still and heavy through the open window. This is the magic of the Grand Theft Auto radio. It is not just background noise. It is the foreground of the experience. It is the soul of the machine. The ghost in the code that gives these cities of pixels and polygons a vibrant, chaotic, and beautiful heart. And as the final notes of the song fade away, a soft bed of static fills the air for a moment before the next track begins. In that brief silence, you feel the vastness of the world around you. A city full of stories, broadcasting all at once. And you, a solitary driver, are tuned in to just one of them. One perfect frequency, carrying you gently through the darkness towards the eventual dawn.